Hello and welcome back to my channel. If you're new, my name is Megan and I'm a sustainable and ethical life and style blog at ACTEEVISM.com. Today's video is my best thrift finds of 2019. I have always gone thrifting. It's something I've done since I was really young. We would go on family outings to our local thrift stores. But over the past few years, since I've started my slow fashion journey, I've started thrifting a lot more often, and 2019 was definitely a thrift heavy year. So in today's video I'm going to be going through some of my favorite thrifted items from the year, including clothing, shoes, home decor items. I've thrifted just about everything that you could possibly thrift this year. These boots I got over the summer in Orange County from a Goodwill and I just love them. They are so cool. I love the really skinny heel. It's also a tortoise shell kind of coloring. You can't really see it. And they were brand new in the Goodwill store. They even had the stuffing still in the shoe and everything, and they were, you know, tagged together so you couldn't actually try on the boots and walk. But I haven't worn them as often as I thought that I would. This semester has also just been really focused on school and work and getting my health together, so haven't had a lot of like going out opportunities to wear these, and I work for a shoe company so can't wear these to work, but I love them and they were just such a good thrift find, and they were really my entryway into thrifting shoes. I thrifted a lot of shoes this year and I used to think it was just super gross, but not anymore. Especially when you find brand new ones, like there's no reason not to look in the shoe section. This yellow dress I loved. I had been searching for one of those dresses that just had buttons all the way down the front for kind of the whole summer, and I found this at a Goodwill by Melrose Trading Post and it was big on me, but I loved the dress. I just thought it was so beautiful, so I bought it, and this was one of my first alterations. I've done thrift flips before where I've like completely changed what things look like, but this is one of the first items that I really took and tried to make fit me. I think it was pretty successful. I took in a whole bunch of seams in the back and took in the sleeves because they were like, the shoulders were like way down here, but I think it turned out really well. I love the embroidery detailing on this dress. I love the color. I love the length. I love there's buttons the whole way down that actually unbutton. This is just like one of those perfect vintage dresses, and I found one in 2019. This I think may be the best find of 2019. I actually think so. I'm from a suburb of Manhattan and there are a lot of estate sales that happen in my area, and my parents love a good bargain and love looking around stuff that people are selling, so whenever I'm home we end up going to a lot of estate sales, and a lot of times they'll have closets full of just like gorgeous vintage clothing, but it's pretty expensive. But at this house that I went to, they weren't focused on the clothing, like there wasn't a whole room full of it. It was just one closet down in the basement, and this dress was still in like dry clean packaging. Like it had clearly been worn for like a special event, cleaned and then hung up in the closet. But it's a Tadashi Soji, I'm pretty sure that's how you say his name. It's a Tadashi dress, so a designer dress, and I'm pretty sure I got it for like $10, maybe $15. And it's just stunning. It has tulle at the bottom and has like a mermaid kind of fit. It's low in the back and the straps cross, and it just fits me so well. And it's like a red carpet dress. Like I didn't go to the Emmys this year, but had I gone to the Emmys I would have worn it absolutely. So whatever red carpet event I end up going to next, this will be the dress. Like it really felt like a find. Like I wasn't digging through racks of designer clothing, I was digging through like hockey jerseys and baseball sweatshirts, and I found this insane dress. So that was a really fun like hunt. Yeah, I'm just so excited about it. My mom didn't really understand. She's like, why are you buying that fancy dress? I was like, well, who knows when I'll have a red carpet event to go to. You never know. It's better to be prepared. This jumpsuit was also one of my best finds of the year. I wore it to my graduation last year from undergrad and filmed a whole video thrifting for my graduation outfit. At USC, a lot of undergrads, most undergrads wear a white dress. Some people wear a white jumpsuit, so I found this incredible jumpsuit. There's no tag. It feels very vintagey. I had to get the bottom hemmed because it was like, I'd say maybe 8 inches too long on me. But I loved it. For my graduation photos, I wore it with a white blazer, which felt very like cool professional businesswoman, which is the vibe that I was going for in graduation, so that was a really good find. And I found it at the Goodwill by my school. I feel like it could have been, I feel like it might have been like a costume or just something really old, but I love all the detailing, especially the way that it really cinches in my waist. It's literally insane. Yeah, so I'm still excited about this. I haven't worn it since. Obviously I don't have a lot of places to wear like a white tight jumpsuit. but yeah, I will definitely find another occasion to wear this for sure. This skirt I've shown in a video before, but it was a very different color. It was like a beigey kind of ugly washed pink color, but I loved this skirt, and I, in case you haven't noticed a trend in this video, wanted something that had buttons all the way down the front, and this was just a perfect length midi skirt. It has a super vintage tag, which I always love finding when I'm thrifting. But yeah, I dyed this with turmeric. I wanted it to be either red or pink or green, and I tried dyeing it with red onion skins and white vinegar, which is supposed to turn it green. Nothing happened. I tried dyeing it with beet juice, like I had cooked beets and tried to dye it without water. Nothing happened. And then finally I boiled this in water with turmeric for like 10-15 minutes, and this is the beautiful yellow color that it is. So that was a really fun DIY project as well as a thrift find, but I really love this skirt. And another mini skirt that I love is this Final Touch kind of Dalmatian print skirt. I got this actually at a clothing swap that an organization that I'm in hosted at USC on campus, and it's just so cute. I think it's a little bit short on me. It hits a little bit higher and closer to my knee than I want it to, but I've decided that I really like this like Dalmatian pattern, so this was a good find also. I talked about these jeans in another video, but these are Oscar de la Renta jeans that I found at Melrose Trading Post. They're like a boyfriend style jean or a mom style jean. I just thought they were such a cool find. I didn't know Oscar de la Renta made jeans, and they don't snatch my waist to the point where it's uncomfortable, but they still like fit my waist well, which is great. I love the color, and I love that the jeans are cuffed on the bottom. This is how they came, and I just kind of left them. All of my other jeans have raw hems that I've cut, so I thought I would switch things up and have a little cuff on the bottom. But yeah, I just thought it was cool to find like designer jeans for like $30. And the best sweater of the year by far goes to this $1 sweater that I got at Goodwill. It's a Club Room by Charter Club sweater. I don't know what it means, but it's this perfect tan ribbed turtleneck. It's just the perfect sweater. I wear it all the time. I brought this home for Thanksgiving and wore it literally every single day. So this was the best, like a $1 find. I mean, you really can't get better than that. Another cool designer thing that I found this year is this Marc Jacobs button-down top. I've already shown this in a video, so I won't talk about it too much, but I just love it. It's a cool, just like short sleeve button down top. I feel like it could be dressed up, it could be dressed down. I wear it to work quite often. It's just cool, and I love the detailing on the buttons. It says Marc Jacobs all the way around the side, so Marc by Marc Jacobs, so not full designer, but I just think all the details are really cool, and it was one of those perfect thrift finds. Like you're walking out of the store and it was on the edge of a rack, and I was like, Marc Jacobs, and so I bought it without even trying it on. Those are the thrift finds I love the most. I also loved this short sleeve blazer. I got this over the summer, and it had huge shoulder pads, and I had to cut out the lining of part of the jacket to get the shoulder pads out, but I really like this kind of unstructured gingham short sleeve blazer. I'll insert some pictures of how I wore it. I just think it's cute with like a white t-shirt and some high-waisted jeans and like heels or something. Just a fun, casual, but like a little bit dressed up outfit. I love blazers, but I think a lot of times they can feel a little bit too stuffy, especially as somebody that's in business school. Like you wear blazers to look dressed up, and so I liked that this blazer was more on the casual, fun, fashion-y side than like a business blazer with like really structured shoulders and all that. This t-shirt is actually in the laundry because I wear it so often and it needs to be washed since I've been sick. One of the first times that I went to the Goodwill outlet, I found this Life is Good t-shirt that had an earth on the front, and it's so worn in that you can't even read what the words say underneath the little picture of the earth, and I just love super worn in, super loved t-shirts. And this one was long sleeve, and you know, there were holes in the sleeve. It's really torn up, and it's clear that somebody really loved it. So that was just a really cool find, and it reminds me of my first trip to the Goodwill outlet. I feel like that has been a really interesting shift in my thrifting habits in 2019. I've started going to those outlets, which is something that I didn't do before, so that has been really fun. I love this skirt. It's not really that special. Like, it's just an A-line army kind of green skirt, and it's from Express, so it's not even a nice brand or anything, but it just fits me so well. I wore it a lot this summer. I wore it on a date, I wore it to work, I wore it to class when I was feeling like I wanted to be dressed up. I just think it's a great little basic piece, and there's nothing better than finding something at a thrift store and it just fitting you perfectly, especially skirts. So that was just a good find. I'm pretty sure it was half off. Moving on to home decor. This little bad boy is my favorite. This is one of those like peacock chairs, I think they call them. Obviously it's really small. I will insert pictures of what it used to look like. When I bought it, it had like Mother's Day or First Communion, like some kind of celebration. It had ugly ribbons all over it, and it was from like the 90s, like it was from so long ago, but I bought it and I ripped all that stuff off and it actually looks great. I love the little striped detailing along the side. I think that's just so cute. I hold a plant in it. It has a special place by my bed. I just think it's so cute. I also thrifted this little pot that my plant is in, but I just like, I love it. I love it. And I got it for like $2. Another great find from the Goodwill outlet was this fabric. When I took my mom to the Goodwill outlet, she found this fabric and it's like a velvety kind of material with polka dots that stick up. I don't really know how to describe it, but I used the material to make a pillow, like a longer pillow for my bed, and I just love it. I love the color. It's so cozy. Yeah. That was just a great find. Another thing I started doing this year was thrifting fabric. I just thrifted another thing of fabric from the Goodwill outlet and started turning it into a top. But that has been a really fun, like not just thrifting for finished products, like I've started thrifting more in the home section and for things like fabric, and it's just, it adds a whole nother layer to thrifting. Speaking of pillows, I also found this pillowcase at the Goodwill outlet. It's actually an Anthropologie pillowcase, and I found two. There was no pillow on the inside, which is why I bought it. I feel like had there been a pillow on the inside, I would have been a little scared about, like, I don't know, bed bugs and things, but I just bought the pillowcases and brought them home and washed them, cleaned them up and everything. But at the Goodwill outlet, things are like $2.29 a pound, and I bought these two pillowcases which weighed like literally nothing, so I got these definitely for less than $2, and I think they sell for like $58 each on the website, which is insane. And I just bought the filler for like $10 from Target, and it was pretty cool. I'm like really excited about these finds, and they look so good on my bed. I just like redid my little headboard area, and I just love the colors. I think it fits so well with the type of vibe that I'm trying to create in my room, and they're so cozy. They're just so big. Last thing, I also got this bag, and this was hysterical. I wanted one of those like little over-the-shoulder Brandy Melville bags that people had been wearing over the summer, and found this bag, and in Goodwill it still had stuffing. I don't think it had ever been used or worn, but it had like a cell phone carrier, and it was for like a flip phone, and I can't tell if this is like a child's bag and that's where they put their play phones, you know, or if this is just that old, but I love this bag. I just think it's so fun. It's the perfect shape. You can fit a good amount of stuff in it, and I love the color. It was a little bit outside of my comfort zone, but I actually just really love it. Those were all of my favorite thrifted items from 2019. I thrifted a lot. If you're interested in any of my other thrifting videos from this year, watch my thrifting playlist. I'll like link that at the end or something. It's a really interesting exercise, like going through my closet and my room and picking what my favorite thrifted items were. Obviously I thrift a lot, and I have a lot of thrifted items in my room and my closet, but I was kind of surprised to see that a lot of my favorite things were just kind of like plain things, like a black button-down shirt, jeans, a tan sweater, a green skirt, like just pretty basic things, other than some of the big items like the jumpsuit I wore to graduation and that Tadashi Sochi dress. A lot of it's just everyday stuff. I don't know, I just thought that was an interesting thing, and I used to go thrifting just to find the like quirky pieces, but this also shows that you can find just good quality basics at a lower price sustainably at a thrift store. My goal in terms of thrifting for the next year is I'll be moving to a new apartment after I graduate with my master's, so my goal is to get most of my stuff for my apartment secondhand. So next year will probably be a lot more of home decor thrifting. I also want to buy less when I thrift. I think I've fallen into the tendency of just buying everything that I want because it's a low price, but I want to be a lot more deliberate with what I buy even at thrift stores next year. I want to find stuff that I won't just wear once and that I'll actually get a lot of wear out of. That is all for this video. I hope you enjoyed getting to see my favorite finds of the year, and I'll catch you in my next video next year. Wild. 2020.